All right, guys, welcome back to the World Championship Series, European Premier League Season 3, as we now have our final game on the way. But before that, I think we figured something out.
I mean, I was in the break, I worked it out. So, the hashtag hit list of the WCS, I figured it all out. It's run by Nesty.
It is. It's run by Nesty.
And he's got a legion of hitmen that are trying to destroy everything. And I know the guys, it's very simple if you look at the results. We know the people employed by Nesty.
Yeah.
All right, Targa, simply employed by Nesty to kill these nerds. Targa beat Naniwa. Very easily deployed by Nesty, because of course Naniwa pulled the probes against Nesty.
Obviously.
Number one. Number two, Duck Duck, come on, comes in. And then Duck Duck picks off in Group B, was TLO. And then Nesty's looking at the list. He's like, my Koreans, we shall move together, and we will hire the men of the foreigners. And then, of course, we have Duck Duck picking off TLO. TLO is gone from the list. The next player to be eliminated was MVP, because Nesty never really liked MVP anyway.
Let's be honest, guys.
They were teammates, and MVP was the king of wing, so Nesty never liked that.
No.
So, in Group C, Nesty hired Showtime, the German player. We know we're onto you, Showtime, to pick off MVP. And then in Group D, Starbuck is the latest recruit of Nesty's hit squad to take out the nerds in the WCS. And like the movie's Final Destination, LucifroN.
He's next.
And after that, from what I've been told as well, Scarlet is going to play Season 3. Scarlet, you be careful, because you skipped that. You skipped the line of death.
Who's
because she was definitely number 2 to be killed.
She was.
Because it was the top of the list. It was Naniwa and Scarlet. Scarlet, you're next. But luckily for you,
there's going to be even more people out for Scarlet because she's so high up on the list.
Yeah.
He's going to employ not just one person, but maybe the whole group.
The problem is, it's very easy to find a traitor to Nesty's Legion, because whoever knocks Scarlet out is the one. It's like whoever kisses Scarlet on the cheek at the WCS Europe is the traitor.
This makes even more sense, because Nesty...
I made it, man.
All these photos of Nesty getting married in these like fancy suits, they're not fancy suits to get married in. They're fancy suits for Nesty to be like a mobster.
We're on Team Nesty. We know you've been hiring these nerds to pick off these WCS top liners to make
sends
it to
them all forwards as a legion for Nesty.
It's so funny because it's like Nesty leading the Koreans, like, we will take the top 16 of BlizzCon. And he's hiring these nerds to kill other nerds.
Yeah. Now all he has to do is rig it so that Naniwa doesn't, like, enough people get enough points so that Naniwa just gets bumped out.
Yeah. That's so funny, because imagine the next game, the next tournament, because if Naniwa wants to go to season finals, he'd have to like win until Extreme Masters.
Yeah.
And it loses like game 1 versus someone like Nesty. You told this guy to kill Naniwa.
We found it out. We have found it out, man.
We know what's going on,
Oh,
man.
dear.
Nesty's Legion with the hit squad.
Anyway, apparently the game's counting down is loading.
Yeah, LucifroN and Starbuck. So just remember, before we get into this game, to hashtag WCS, hashtag Rockat on Twitter, and put your tweets in now. Because the winner of this game, and if you predict the winner of this game, LucifroN or Starbuck, it may seem like a simple answer, but the way that things have been going so far, it may not be.
Yeah.
So make sure to send in the tweets, and you may be in the running to win one of the mice.
The mouse that Mr. Apollo is currently using and is on screen, well, or was on screen, but now we have spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner here our blue Terran even, representing Spain as well as Mouse. He is LucifroN. And up to the top left, we have our red Zerg, representing MIA and Slovenia. He is Starbuck.
Can he do it? He's just beaten Grubby 2-0. And now he potentially is 1 series away now, 2 maps away if he was to close it up 2-0, from knocking out the 2 favorites.
Oops.
LucifroN and Grubby.
I don't know who this person is. They just like came in to disconnect.
Oh. Cheers for leaving so politely.
Thanks, Guzza. But no, WCS Europe Season 3, or as it's other known, the Valley of Upsets and Despair, is it's certainly a battlefield. One where LucifroN had done well at the beginning of this group, and Starbuck, he's on the verge. He is on the verge
I'm actually okay with whoever wins this.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
certainly.
I don't mind if Starbuck wins it, and obviously it's great if LucifroN wins it, because maybe he could be that last hope of moving through as... Now, I mean, he is the hope of Europe currently.
He is.
In terms of ranking, he's the highest ranked player. But to be honest, the way that the points are so spread out, if any of the lower ranked players underneath LucifroN that are playing in this season were to just win it all and do well in season finals, they can probably go to BlizzCon.
Yeah, they could.
It's just that LucifroN has a bit of an upper leg in that regard because he already has a bit of points banked up already.
Yeah, it's certainly a little bit easier for him and not necessarily having to win the whole thing, maybe going to the season finals, anything like that. But now gas has been taken here for Starbuck before this pool. So I guess he just wants us to go straight into speed very, very quickly to deal with what his opponent wants to throw at him.
Yeah, well, remember game number 1.
Yeah,
but
true.
If we look at this game, which is a little bit of a weird choice to go Extractor before spawning pool, is that yes, Zergling Speed does help out, but Zergling Speed's a long way away, and he delays his spawning pool, which delays the Queens and the Zerglings from the initial Reapers. So he's really testing his own skills to not lose drones this time. He lost so many over the 2 games that he played earlier.
Yeah.
He cannot afford to do that again. He just cannot... Because what happens? If you lose drones here, he's like, all right, here we go again.
But then at the same time here, Sean, you know, going from Series 1 to Series 2, does Starbuck try and macro out of these games again? Because LucifroN just outclassed him in that series.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible from Starbuck.
Yeah.
It could be macro. It could be some absolutely crazy berserk 2-base all-in.
I would love to see crazy, not because I'm just saying that, you know, out of caster hope or anything, just, you know, wanting to see some interesting games. I just actually think it would genuinely work best here. LucifroN looks so powerful in his macro game, and Starbuck's advantages, I feel, are in his unpredictability.
What? One drone again. One drone again.
Yeah.
So he's already lost one. He could be losing more now. Zerglings do pop out in the nick of time.
Good control here from LucifroN thus far, keeping this Reaper alive, and the Zerglings do not get the juke and jive that they would like to.
So a couple of things we could see from Starbuck. You could build a bunch of Zerglings near completion of Zergling Speed, depending on how his overlords go. If he builds a couple in a row, we may see that.
It's so much harder for him to do anything so crazy early on as well because of how thorough and strong LucifroN is with his Reaper control. Because they're always going to be dancing around and spotting things, whilst, you know, it's hard to really do anything other than that.
Yeah.
So we do have a little lag, apparently. Guy who lagged at the start. He left, yeah, he left. So, anyways, hopefully this will get solved in just a second here, guys, so that we can jump back into the game. There are 6 Zerglings in production, probably just to chase this down, and him knowing that there'll be those Hellions
But
on
he
the way.
could go more than this too.
He could.
And with another Overlord and a bunch more Zerglings, he could go more. But what's going to happen is the Reapers will have to leave soon. You usually want to leave just shy of 6 minutes.
Yeah.
5:30 is safe because you know Zergling Speed's going to be out, so you have to leave, otherwise you're going to lose the 2 Reapers anyway because
Exactly.
Zergling Speed's faster. So that's the one nice thing for Starbuck, that he does have that hiddenness of what he's going to... The Reapers see a lack of drones there too. It's like it is a little amount of drones on that natural.
Zerglings are still
Whoa,
hitting.
whoa.
Okay, that's 3 dead thus far, and he's not going to lose these Reapers, guaranteed.
Look
just
how
yet.
defensive LucifroN. He hasn't even put his command center down yet.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't build it on the low ground. Sorry. I wonder if he'd pick it up straight away because he's seen quite a few lings. He knows his opponent's playstyle.
Alright, those Hellions are on the way here, so again, they can control little sections of the middle of the maps, and behind this, it's just drones, 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 with a little more gas going down Roach Warren. Behind the mineral line.
It's not early enough to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's probably just going to be so we can deal with the Hellions fast enough. Like, I don't know, a couple of Roaches just to deal with the Hellions.
I'm seeing if he's going to put
But look
back
at these
gas
lings.
properly.
Oh, these lings are really nice, though. If
Ooh,
these
yes.
Hellions move out, which the Overlord sees, so he's like, all right, there they go.
He goes back into gas in his main.
Really smart counterattack from Starbuck. He sees the Hellions and Reapers move out, so he moves in. This is brilliant.
Very, very well done. We'll get at least a Marine and maybe a little bit more. Raises the Spidey
because the
buzz.
Hellions are going to get back fast.
And that keeps his opponent back. Lings are still in production here, though. He has on 2 more drones, but he'll only be at 35 workers-ish. Oh, okay, so he adds on a few more.
He should not have killed that single Marine. He should have gone straight for the SCVs. He didn't get a single SCV with that. He could have gotten quite a few.
And, well, now Starbuck here just adding on 1 or 2 Roaches. No double evolution chamber at the front yet, so it's going to be a little bit harder to prevent Hellions from doing a whole lot, but the Roaches will be positioned, hopefully, well enough here for Starbuck to not take too much damage.
Yeah, he shouldn't, but that's what we thought in game number 1. He doesn't have the evolution chambers to wall off here yet, does he? So That's something that is missing from his build if he was to play this out normally.
40 drones right now.
8 roaches. That's more than defensive roaches, man.
That is a lot of roaches.
That's a lot of roaches.
And how is
And a
LucifroN?
baneling nest.
Uh-oh. Well, there we go. But
here we go.
The thing is that Marauders are already out. There is one bunker. The wall's a little bit weird, though, for LucifroN to deal with something like this. I think that he may have to do even more with it if he's going to try and deal with it.
Oh, this is... It's an El Clasico, this one. Roach Baneling all in.
Certainly is.
The thing is, with LucifroN, though, he hasn't even had the chance to really poke up to see if there's evolution chambers or not. He just simply hasn't.
Yeah.
His counterattacks have kept him back. But LucifroN would be saying, well, I surely can't be all in if you're throwing away so many lings to counterattack, because they're not lings that he's going to hit me with an all in. So he picks up his third command center. He's going to move it across to mine from, but the roaches are on the way. He will spot them now, though. He has spotted them.
Yep, sees it with the Reaper, so should be able to prepare in time to deal with this. Absolutely needs those bunkers. But again, it's a bit more of an odd wall in comparison to what
I might put the command center in the wall here. I might put it on the left, right above that bunker.
That would be so good.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I would have done that too. Well done, Lucy. I would have done that.
Good job, LucifroN. Well,
it just helps the wall, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Filters it through that one angle.
Absolutely needs that. Yes, it will take some damage, but it's going to take a long time to die off.
You can always lift it up if it was ever close to dying.
Yeah,
and that would just waste a bunch of hits.
Yeah, this is going to be hard for Starbuck to break through from. He's going to start working on that orbital command, but it will buy him a lot of time. The Banelings will move in, do kill off one of the bunkers. There's really not much army actually here for LucifroN. Second bunker goes down as well. Oh, those Banelings connect with a lot there. 11 roaches left over to battle this out. He's killed a lot of workers.
It's happening. The Marauder's going to get targeted down.
24, 25. So many workers have gone down. There's really not more units left over. 47 army supply to 15. This was where Starbuck's best shot was to deal significant damage in this match, and he's done it.
Wow, it is happening. Starbuck is about to beat LucifroN in game number 1.
Wow, 32 workers have died.
I actually can't believe my eyes. This is absolutely incredible what's happening in the WCS Europe Premier League.
Banelings more. He's trying to position that command center so that he can try and wall off a little bit further.
I mean, sure, LucifroN's not dead and gone, but he's close to being dead and gone.
Exactly. The income behind it for Starbuck's going to be superior. The layers morphing in. He's getting drones behind this. He knows he's done so much damage. He breaks down this wall, and the lings flood in. There's one Widow mine.
The mines weren't even ready on time.
Baneling's trying to move forwards as well with those Zerglings, pursuing that army. But there you go. There's those 2 Banelings that might get the connection that they want. Good focus fire there by LucifroN.
16 SCVs, but still 3 orbitals.
Yeah,
but the problem is the Spire's on the way, and there's enough drones. There's 51 drones.
Yeah. The income's way too strong here for Starbuck. He has the 5th and 6th gas guys going down as well at the 3rd base. The Lings are still keeping him natural as well. Guys, Starbuck is in a massive lead.
He's got,
massive.
I mean,
we can't ever call it ever again though because of after what happened with MVP versus Tefel. But still,
this is a different scenario, man. He's not just powering and throwing roaches down his opponent's throat. He's actually got a Spire coming in. He's got double evolution chambers, so he can actually research and upgrade his units to equalize the upgrades in this game. Oh man, this is a bigger lead than what LucifroN gained himself with killing 19 SCVs in that earlier game. There's 40 SCVs that have been killed. 40.
Yeah, there's 22 workers out right now against 61. So in terms of the income, it's going to be very heavily in favor of Starbuck here. There's almost no gas coming in from LucifroN right now because he knows he can't afford it. He has to be going super mineral focused to try and catch up somehow, some way.
I mean, right now, that's all he needs to focus on is minerals. He's got 650 gas banked. There's just, you get that mineral count rising up again, and maybe there's a hope for you back in this game. But with Mulus coming in, the drone count being 65, which is gorgeous. The overlord spread, he's got an overlord speed.
Yeah.
Look at the minimap. He's going to see any drop. And with Mulus about to come in, even if LucifroN with his first 2 medivacs goes for the same style of push that we see usually, there's enough Zerglings and Mulus together as one to push this back.
Burrow as well, probably just going to go for some Burrow Banelings here and there.
Look at the spread. It's absolutely fantastic. Starbuck,
he's on top of
making a fan out of me.
He really is. He's performed so well in previous cups and stuff, but online, so in these bigger, higher pressure situations, we really haven't seen him that much. But he's making a very good cake out of it.
LucifroN may just lose everything here because the Mutalisks are here as well.
Yeah.
And so even if the medivacs pick up and try to escape from the Banelings...
Good focus fire on one Baneling, but it goes. Yeah, he's just going to continually
He's going to
pursue
pick
that.
off these units too, and LucifroN loses 2 medivacs and a bunch of units as well.
And the army supply going to rapidly fall down there for him as he does kill off even the next medevac. He got an overlord somewhere. I think it was probably on the natural
it was on the
base.
third, yeah.
Yeah, so that dies off, but at the same time, it's Starbuck. He's just got those Mutalisks coming out. Do we have missile turrets? We have 1 or 2, maybe.
The one thing that he doesn't have is bailing speed.
Yeah.
That could come back to bite him. If LucifroN was to take a fight with 2-2 without bailing speed, it could hurt him. So that is a mistake right now. But remember, he's probably like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm actually winning.
Yeah. So he's just trying to play this out a little bit further. He doesn't want to throw it in a fashion that would be too easily done. That would be flying into Widow Mines. That could hurt.
Yeah, but LucifroN needs a third, and he's got very few units to defend it.
Let's have a look at the army count. Okay, 58 army supply against 47, but the thing is that Starbuck, during all of this time, was powering up with drones so heavily. So he's like 64 workers to 42. LucifroN's trying to catch up, and he's doing valiantly, but again, once this army amasses, once the Banelings come in, Widow Mine connections could save this.
Still
again,
no bailing speed.
Yeah, exactly. No centrifugal hooks.
And 2-2's about to complete for LucifroN, miles ahead of his opponent in terms of upgrades here.
Well, this could be a pullback.
Look at these bailings. They're like, oh, I don't have bailing speed. I guarantee he'll research bailing speed soon.
He did burrow 2. And he's going to try and draw his opponent in. If he draws a lot of Marines in, but at the same time, Mutalisks going to go try and kill off stuff at the back here. Got a supply depot, but not much else.
Shouldn't get that armor upgrade. It should complete.
Ah, it does.
Why is he not getting bailing speed?
Oh, those 2 Banelings still burrowed there. A lot of army moved into that, but
he probably could have won the game with. I keep hammering on about it. He probably could have won the game with bailing speed.
I mean, it's a valid point. You know, you need the stim up. He wants to lure his opponent back. There's 2 Banelings still there. Oh no. Okay, doesn't lure it fully back. Realizes he has to pull some of these Marines back to deal with the killing off.
The Mutalisks are going absolutely crazy inside this main
going
base.
To town. He's supply blocked LucifroN for a long, long time here, and there's no supply depot still in production, so he needs to supply drop.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has done.
All right, so...
And now Starbuck's in a position. Get bailing speeds! Come on, man. Don't mess this up.
At this point, he's just completely forgotten about it.
Well, the things he's seen, his bailings move so slow.
Exactly, it's visual, right?
It's really weird that you'd forget it.
Very, very visual. But at the same time, he's still doing well. He's still
Well, so is LucifroN. LucifroN's dropping the main base and moving across the right-hand side with quite a few units. He doesn't have a second factory, so he does not have drilling claws for these Widow Mines.
He needs some more burrow banelings set up somewhere, just anywhere, to try and catch this off guard. But Spine's up once again at the 4th base eventually, but it's not going to be in time. This 4th base is going to get killed off if he's not careful.
Yeah, he's got to get over there with everything. He really doesn't want... I guess it's not the end of the world if he loses that 4th, because he does have another one on the left-hand side. And he is going to... Oh, if he kills the 3rd command center.
Oh, and it's completely vulnerable. There's nothing really here to defend it.
Yeah.
LucifroN is going to lose this. The Widow Mines just were not enough in the positions that they were in. And
Marines are trying to come to defend it.
They're trying. Oh, good repair. Good repair.
That's good for LucifroN.
62 workers have been killed, though. 62 workers. He's down to 20 SCVs right now.
Centrifuge hooks, yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's only
the
19-minute mark.
Yeah, a little bit late there, but still. Well, I think he could have just won the game with bailing speed. He could have attacked into that 3rd, but in this regard, he does lose his 4th base and does have another one mining on the left-hand side, so it's not too stressful for him losing that.
I need to keep super close eyes on the minimap here, because we have these burrow banelings now in interesting positions, so I've got to somehow be able to spot this. Oh, he dropped a scan on those 2, so... Phew, almost had a mini heart attack there.
Well, LucifroN moves forward with a good fight here. 47 Marines and quite a few mines. That's not bad.
He's going to scan everywhere as well now. Those 2 Banelings die off from the
18 Banelings coming in. Oh, boy. But he may be able to pick off the hatchery before.
Yeah, certainly may be able to.
He's going to try and buy some time here with the Mutalisks and Zerglings.
2-2 against this. So still has good, strong upgrades against 2-1 on that ground army. The Widow Mines not used their full charges yet here. And he is counter-attacking as well with Zerglings. So he's killed off so much.
Really
65 workers dead thus far.
Starbuck, are you life in disguise and trying to play bad?
Well, he kills off... Whoa, a lot of Marines died off there. Not too bad a trade. Starbuck now 95 army supply against 75. But LucifroN's controlling this well, trying to bring himself back into it. But he just doesn't have the economy behind this to keep him in it. Look at Starbuck's so far ahead in that regard.
Yeah, and here come the Banelings with speed. This is what he's been waiting for all game long. And everything's going to die. This is what he just needed. Hours ago.
Well, that was still some good Widow Mine connections. They're going to fly over 2 Widow Mines. Oh, loses a lot of those Mutalisks. Some of them in the low health as well, but there's still too much firepower with those.
Yeah, he doesn't need attack. He doesn't need to do anything. Just keep on building Mutalisks. Keep on building Banelings.
Yeah, it's certainly the way to beat Terra nowadays, as the Marines do reinforce, so the Mutalisk is going to fly back again. He doesn't really have the upgrades on, only +1. Yeah. Killing off those Widow Mines. Baneling's trying to morph in.
Well, +2 carapace is about to finish. So finally, Starbuck's caught up with these upgrades. That LucifroN did take a lead. Another counterattack coming in.
Yeah, he's completely on top of it. The Widow Mine gets, what, 1 Zergling kill? Oh, drops Mules just there as the Zerglings enter the fray.
Okay, I think the next fight will be Starbuck's win now. He's got too big of an army. And Starbuck's going to most likely pick up game number 1 here. LucifroN a very valiant effort throughout this game, considering that he dropped so low in SCVs. He's putting up a good fight. Baneling's burrowed on that ramp here. Oh, man, that would be a way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that certainly will be, but he's just going to move in with the other Banelings. He knows that Widow Mine's field is there. Sees even more Banelings morphing in. He currently has 21 Banelings, with the extras morphing in. And
look at the third base. Borrowed Zerglings from previous, now going to pop out probably with the Mutalisks.
Yeah, perfect moves here by... Oh, and the Banelings do catch a few of those Marines in the end. So, LucifroN, it was desperation. He had to try and make something happen, but it wasn't enough.
Starbuck is about to take map number 1 about LucifroN. LucifroN's dead and gone. 50 supply, man. He's got no income to support anything. He's building 6 Marines at a time right now, and there's a bunch of Mulisks, bunch of Zerglings coming.
The Widow Mines...
There's more Mulis than there are Marines now.
Yeah, they get cleaned up. He's just going to push straight on. There you go. GG for game number 1. Starbuck takes it, and guys... This is absolutely down to the wire. Starbuck could cause an upset after knocking out Grubby and his 1 game up against LucifroN. If he goes for something crazy again, I think it's the perfect... I don't go into a macro game against LucifroN. He did that before and it did not work. So just go crazy.
Yeah.
Go crazy, Starbuck.
It's incredible. It's really incredible. The amount of players that keep on getting knocked out of the World Championship Series here. It's incredible in the European scene. It's more so than the North American and the Korean regions. They just keep on getting knocked out. And as you said, the only player so far to make it through out of 4 groups now that, you know,
that was
going up
previously
to
in the round
top
of
8,
yeah.
to top 8 of Season 2 is only DuckDuck, the reigning champion of Europe. They keep on getting eliminated. And right now we could see LucifroN, who was round of 8, 7th, 8th. 7th, 8th in Season 1, and then round of 16 Season 2, and he could die in the round 32.
Yeah. Akalon Wastes will be our next map here, and I sincerely believe that this is a map that Starbuck does not want to get into a macro game with LucifroN on. So the crazy is probably going to come along, but LucifroN knows that as well.
I think this is another time. If he's going to do it on Belshire Vestige, he's going to do it here.
LucifroN's going to be so methodical about his scouting in this game, because he knows it's all down to this one last game for him. If he loses this, he is out. And Starbuck, it's crazy time again. It's crazy time.
This is... I mean, I keep staring down at my screen, and I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, he's about to do it. Starbuck could...
He could.
Beat LucifroN 2-0 and move on, because right now, he has the cards. He has the choice to go for aggressive, can do something. It's his turn to play. And LucifroN, as you said, is going to be very, very, very heavy on scouting. He cannot let anything slip by. He needs to find out what's going on. If he gets hit by an attack like that again and he's not prepared for it, the game is over. He's out in the round of 32.
It's a tough one. We could see LucifroN go out. One of the hopefuls of the entire European scene throughout the whole year. We have always said that LucifroN is that guy that eventually will win a tournament or place always very highly. And for the most part, he has always placed pretty highly, but never reached that really, really good win.
Yeah.
But now, on the verge of going out in the round of 32, that would be catastrophic for LucifroN.
Just think about LucifroN coming into 2013, going full-time in 2013.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't gotten higher than a round of 8. And you think, well, you went full-time to win things because you were doing that last year when you were in school. And now you're on the same, if not a little bit behind where you were last year, and you're playing full-time. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So, of course, he's going to be very devastated if he goes out in the round of 32. Now he misses out, going to BlizzCon, which is every StarCraft 2 player's goal now that WCS has been implemented.
Yeah,
get to BlizzCon, get top 16. And right now, that's about to be just absolutely just shattered. It'll be shattered. But we could see Starbuck. So here right now is your last chance to tweet with the hashtag WCS and hashtag Rockat for the 2nd place finisher, because this could end right here, right now.
And it's going to be LucifroN or Starbuck. Starbuck could make a massive name for himself here if he's able to advance on against LucifroN. He's already killed off Grubby, and now there's one man that stands in his way, one map that stands in his way, in the form of LucifroN. Accolon Wastes here for this second map, as we now jump right on into the fray of things.
Anybody can be a winner here in the WCS, and it continues to be that way as we get ready for this potentially last map.
All right, spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner. Currently 1 game up as our Blue Zerg, representing MIA. He is Starbuck. And up to the top left, a man that has it all to play for, to keep his hopes alive, not only in this tournament, but also to gain points in the WCS system. He is LucifroN.
Yeah, LucifroN needs to... I was looking at the point system earlier and looking where he was ranked and so on. He needs... I think he's ranked like 30, 31. He needs the season finals.
Yes.
He needs the season finals if he's got any hope of a top 16. I think a season final... I mean, just if he was to win, let's say he won this Premier League, he would go into the top 16, but barely. And would then need a continuous performances to guarantee being in the top 16. But that's with a win of the Premier League. Being top 5 here would help, but then he would need much better of a performance at the season finals. He basically has to just perform miracles.
And hello.
Gas on 14.
Was it on... I think it was a little bit earlier even as well.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like 13 or 12. So
was it that early? I thought it was...
Super early. Really, really early.
Okay.
Wow. So, the crazy is coming.
Well, he's going to be opening up with, I would say, roaches.
Yeah? Oh, we've seen...
I think roaches. Because imagine you're LucifroN, who's opened up Reaper every game. And you're Starbuck, who says, all right, I've got a game advantage. He opens up Reaper every game. What's really good against that is if I just build roaches and a queen. Queen defends, roaches walk across the map. I have a strong feeling that this is not going to be Zergling speed, and this is in fact going to be roaches. And it's strong feeling. And
it's even easier to, in terms of, you know, you're on one hatchery. If you're going to go for one hatch aggression, defending against Reapers is far easier on one base than it always is on two. So that kind of mentality comes into it as well when you're saying, you know, just queen to defend, anything else to come out. Second gas, I think it's for a cancel.
Yeah. Watch him throw the roach roaring down.
Yeah.
As soon as he hits 150 minerals.
Because, of course, hasn't even started speed just yet, so it's going to be that.
Yeah.
Wow, Starbuck.
Oh, my...
It's the
is
crazy.
This how it happens, Kolaris?
Is this how it ends?
Is this how it ends for LucifroN? A one-base roach? Is this how it ends?
It could be.
Is this how it ends?
LucifroN's going to get over and see it, but he's not going to have that much production behind this.
What does he exactly do? He's got one barracks command center, basically, with Reapers, which don't do anything.
And all the time, he's been going for a third command center each. Well, he's not going to go for that now.
Borrow being researched as well. The thing is, it's not like, even though it's a really, really heavy dedicated attack, it's not like he can't fall back and expand.
He's trying to deny this
doesn't
Reaper.
matter. It already knows.
Yeah,
there's no hatchery on the natural. So he's like got a bunker already on the way. He already knows.
Yeah. So how is he going to play this out?
LucifroN already knows what build this is exactly. Engineering Bay coming in for a turret to prevent the burrow. That's how smart LucifroN is.
Wow.
And then he's probably played against this before. He knows exactly what's coming in.
And this is one of the reasons why, well, for start, okay, there's the 7 roaches in production. He's taken out a Marine coming out.
He's taken out a gas. He's got 17. He will expand behind this. So he's going to look to do a lot of damage and then expand and just overtake with drones.
Oh, the drone has been spotted there by the Reapers. He's going to try and hunt that down, but the roaches do push that away. He almost loses one of the Reapers. He needs to keep those alive to keep his opponent on his toes back at home.
So you'd think now that LucifroN goes for a tank? With the amount of gas he's got banked up.
Oh, he's going to supply block him. Oh. Well, yeah, that Overlord does die off. But yeah, I think he probably does.
Yeah? You think tank or mines?
I think tank.
I feel tank.
Yeah.
We'll see. 2 Reapers, though, are going to cause a bit of a nuisance, but that's what the Queen's for at home. And another Queen should be built immediately, by the way, now.
Double Reapers jump on in, and the Queen should be able to do a little bit of damage. He has to pull drones off the line. Not too bad micro, but doesn't save it in the end, as the damage from the 2 Reapers is just a bit too much.
Okay, it's mines, not tank. I thought tank would be nice, but mines is faster. Tank is better, but mine is faster.
Because he would have to get the tech lab on it and everything like that.
All right, let's see if he can even do this. There's 4 Marines.
Yeah, I don't think he busts this. So this is a bit odd.
He's like, no, what? You can see me?
The turret at the back. Oh.
And there's no overload that he lost.
Because it
give him high game. Oh, he's trying to use the roaches on the high ground to give him some.
Yeah. So he's going to get a few workers, but not a whole lot there. And he's going to have to play this out from behind. And
he lost another drone.
Trying to make...
oh, nice. Finally saved that one.
Saving.
But still, it's going to be kind of... oh, he's got... is this Cloak Banshee behind it?
Ooh.
I think so. Well, not Cloak... yeah, I think it could be Cloak Banshee.
Could be.
I think so, yeah.
And that would actually, you know, for Starbuck, he doesn't really have too many accesses towards...
Maybe just Banshee. Maybe just Banshee's fine with Reapers to begin with.
Oh, there's Cloak.
Oh, Cloak, okay.
Well, he doesn't have the layer. It's going to be a little bit later than always because the gas is a little bit later here for Starbuck.
I mean, LucifroN's dealt with this really, really well. The extra drone kills that he's got is funny.
Yeah.
Because that's actually helped him out a bunch. So he's dealt with this really well, and he almost gets one more. But... the Roaches aren't going to give away easy. The Banshee's going to push this back. I thought the Cloak wasn't needed. I thought Banshee faster would have been better, so he could deal with the Roaches.
Yeah, and he does hit one of the Roaches, but at the same time, there's plenty more burrowed here waiting for this. So he knows that they're probably there.
Do you save the Banshees?
Do you save the Banshees?
I would save 2 and then go.
Come in from either side.
There's already a spore coming out. Oh, no, he canceled.
Did he cancel the spawn?
Yeah, I thought
was
that
it
was
just
for
there
real.
for saving a drone, I guess? So
yeah, it was.
Yeah. Drops a scan, sees what's going on with those Roaches, pulls back after losing a few Marines. LucifroN's still playing this out. He has his expansion going up. I actually think, you know, LucifroN's not too bad a spot anymore.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
There's a Baneling Nest coming in. So there's another attack coming in from Starbuck.
Burrows the drones. This is actually... I mean, he could have been doing that before, actually, couldn't he?
But he's about to see the Baneling Nest, maybe.
Yeah, he could do. Oh, he sees it.
Nice pick up there by LucifroN, doing everything right now. He just gets rid of the Reapers and says, all right, Baneling Nest coming in. Good God, this guy. And, I mean, with the setup he's got, Banshees that have been spotted, by the way.
Yeah.
And the lair starts immediately upon seeing that.
As the Roaches noticed that was moving out, the Roaches actually going to go for some aggression themselves here, delay that bunker from going down and try and even kill off a Hellion. That's actually a good pick-off here by Starbuck.
Prevents the Banshee from going across the other side of the map too.
Stops the bunker. This is really well done by him.
So,
burrowing.
The Baneling Nest was cancelled, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that idea by him because, you know, LucifroN's always going to be super prepared. Drops a scan, making sure that they don't escape.
But the army that LucifroN is building with double Hellions coming out, a couple Marauders and a couple Banshees is kind of strong. It may just kill Starbuck because he really doesn't have anything.
He's going to have 3 Banshees.
LucifroN dealt with this really well.
Yeah, definitely. Army supply right now, 33 to 22. Worker supply, the 39 to 38. So very, very level pegging in that regard. But Starbuck, you know, without mules, without the ability to really deal with this army as well. This army is very varied from LucifroN. It's going to hit hard.
I think he may die.
I think he may die too.
If the Marauders are over there too.
Yeah, the Hellions are just going to be really obnoxious as well and try and slip in where these Banshees allow them to. Drops the scan and can't actually see those Banshees anymore because they weren't in range of that Spore Crawler for a while.
He's got the Hellions into the main base.
Uh-oh.
Deja vu.
Bye-bye drones.
Another scan.
And yeah, just making sure that you can kill off those with the burrow. So an interesting game number 2, but now it's going to end with a little bit of roasting of these poor little drones.
Yeah, the drones are going down. There's 3 Banshees that are going to pick off any movement in between the 2 bases because there is no detection.
And Workers down to 33 now against 47. So those 3 Banshees, man, they're just going to wreck things. They even focus down the layer. Like, why not?
I think this hold, I wouldn't call it, I do call it a great hold. But I don't call it a fantastic, amazing hold. Because it was... If LucifroN didn't know what was coming and hadn't played against it before, then I call it a fantastic, amazing hold.
Yeah.
The fact that he's played against it before, it was an easy hold. Because he already knew what to do against it.
Yeah, certainly. Hellion's just going to come up here as well to finish this off. And losing this layer would just be... the nail in the coffin, really. I mean, that's what he's aiming for. That's what he wants to go for. He can't deal with the Overseer, so Cloak really isn't that useful at this point. Yeah. But so much damage. So much damage.
Yeah, there's no anti-air.
Yep.
The Spy's about to finish, which is his last hope. And he's not going to give up. He's not going to give up. He'll build the Mulisks.
Yeah, and the 2 Banshees find the sweet spot once again here, knowing that Spore on burrows in the mineral line. And just microing on around. Bye-bye, layer.
Yeah.
Roach is doing all right in the middle.
The thing that he's hoping here for is like, all right, maybe these Mulists, maybe he's just like hasn't got any turrets. But the thing is, the Spy I think's been spotted now. Yeah, it's been spotted. So all the turrets are like coming down, 5 turrets more. Like he knows that the only way that LucifroN could lose this game, or LucifroN knows the only way he could lose this game, is if the Mulists get in and kill everything, which is as we can see, very, very unlikely.
Very unlikely indeed. The missile turrets just being completed everywhere here for LucifroN, making sure that there's no way to actually breach this main and natural. And a few roaches for good measure here, but the roaches, their job is to contend with these Hellions that are just killing off everything. 40 workers dead.
40.
16 workers still alive. Another roach warren for great justice. And then the Hellions die off again.
Yeah, so, I mean, I really like Starbuck's resilience, but he's on 15 drones.
Yeah.
He did this in series number 1, just didn't quit until the very, very end, until he knew there was 0 chance that he could still win. Right now, he doesn't know if that is 0 chance, but as soon as he moves across with these Mulists, maybe he gets an SCV or something, but it's actually on lockdown.
Yeah, he sees the third base going up, kills the SCV on there, but even the add-ons have their own personal missile turret, so there's not too much room to do much here.
Yeah.
And Mutalist can die.
And because, you know, StarCraft, mistakes can happen from LucifroN, and there is still a small percentage, very, very, very small, that Starbuck could still win. He's going to hold on to that, because holding on to that hope is that's a round of 16 hope. Even though it's very small, just one win and he's in the round of 16, and he's not just going to give it away and then go on to the third game where things equalize and he could be knocked out himself.
When the Banshee comes back, all the roaches hide, as do all the drones.
Yeah,
but
this push, okay.
GG.
G to the G. As LucifroN does tie things up, and we will go to the final game between these two players. Starbuck, LucifroN. Starbuck improved drastically from just a few hours. Came into this show, probably first game, you know, a little bit cold. It's getting cooler now, and obviously very nervous as well. But now, you know, beating Grubby 2-0 and then winning game number 1 against LucifroN, I think he's ready to rock and roll going into this next game.
Wow, and our final map is Frost.
Yeah, anything possible, man.
Was not expecting that, but there we go. We are going to jump into this in a second here as we join up the lobby for Frost LE, this final map. And again, I think it's the crazy, but I think it's more the going into the mid-game crazy, not as aggressive as that, because again, after the first series, he doesn't want to go into a macro game. First game from this series was the success of Starbuck.
Frost. On Frost. Could work. It's bigger.
It is bigger. You're right.
Longer to walk.
Soul spawns on Frost,
crawl.
right?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if he can do it.
Well, Starbuck's just getting into this game now. We're just waiting for him, and then when we will go. But LucifroN could certainly go out. But
I think though that he's starting to. I think that after game number 1, I was like, oh my god, this might be 2-0. But now after that game, I'm like, Lucy's back on, and thinking,
he's turned the switch on.
Could take this 2-1, and it really does come down to the last map here. Starbuck is taking a few seconds before jumping into this lobby, thinking over what to do, because it is up to him. Do I all in? Do I do something like I did in game number 1 where I was able to beat him? Is he going to be much more prepared for me? Am I going to get, you know, hit by a 2-rax or something? Thinking past the point where he could be in danger.
Yeah. If Starbuck advances on, I'm going to buy him some salt and vinegar crisps, man. That'd be good stuff.
I'm going to buy him Starbucks coffee.
You're going to buy him Starbucks coffee?
Yeah.
That's a bit obvious.
Imagine that. What's your name? Starbuck.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Like, if his actual real name was Starbuck and he just... Although, that being said, was it you that was going into Starbuck and just giving them names like J-Dong and stuff? It was you, wasn't it? It was you. Have I just outed you on stream? I'm sorry.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah.
Number 1 fanboy. Tried to do innovation once, that didn't work.
No, I can imagine.
What's your name? Innovation what?
It's like, are you a hippie?
Sean.
Sean.
Flash worked. Flash isn't easy.
How did Flash work?
Flash Gordon, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's his first name.
Flash Gordon worked, so Flash worked. J-Dong didn't come out quite as well. It came out really weird.
Dude, I told them that once they were like, what's your name? I said James. They spell it Gems. I was like...
Gems.
Gems?
I've done Pokemon characters before.
You could go with Ash. Brock.
Yeah, I've done Ash.
Brock's good.
I try to do actual Pokemons too.
I don't think that's going to pass. What Pokemon have you gone with?
Mewtwo. Tried.
Oh, God. Really?
It came with a 2 on the end. serious.
All right, well, let's get into the next game as we have.
I think Starbucks like staff just kind of accept that they get trolled. You know, they're just like whatever.
The Starbucks in Neumarkt, there's a lot of English people that go in there between me, you, Paul, and all those guys. And yeah, I think they just accept it now. But anyway, spawning down to the bottom right here as our red Zerg. He is MIA's Starbuck. And up to the top left-hand corner as our blue Terran, we have Mal's LucifroN. Dude, I'm still tickled by Mewtwo. Who would ever believe that was a name?
I just think they're like, oh god, these foreigners.
It's this guy again.
They probably don't even know if I'm English. They're just, oh, he's trying to speak in English. I don't know where he's from.
Yeah.
And then just put whatever you say. Because they technically have to put what you say.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they can't be like, no, that's not your name.
Stop trolling.
Can you give me some ID for that coffee, please? I would like to know that's your real name before you troll me.
It's funny as well, because there's one girl in there that, like, every time I go in, she tries to guess my name.
I know that girl.
But she always Melissa. Yeah, but she always gets it wrong. Like, I've said to her many times, my name's James, and she looks at me when I come in, and she's like, John? I'm like, no, James.
Like
Jack? What?
Joseph? Joe? No, James.
Oh, dear. Oh, well. Maybe one day.
All right, so, guys, what you should do is next time you go to Starbucks, try and put a player, like a pro gamer's ID on it.
Not their real name.
Not their real name. The pro gamer's ID.
Yeah.
And see what you can get away with. And no cheaters, because I know Starbuck ladies writing.
Yeah.
So no cheaters. And then you have to tweet it to me.
Picture of it.
Yeah, take a picture and tweet it to me.
That's a fun game, man.
And then if you do it, and I'll tweet you back with mine. I'll up you.
Yeah, we have to see what we can get away with. I'm trying to think
to play a game.
I'm trying to see what the worst ones we can get away with. I'm trying to think. Like, innovation's pretty bad. There's no way, unless you are genuinely dressed up in pure hippie gear, there's no way anybody's going to believe innovation or rainbow. Hope torture. There's no way. Oh, God. Anyway, what's going on in this game?
You might get some weird looks, but definitely play it. Play it with me. Tweet me some pictures. Maybe if you're American watching, do it today. You can't cheat and be a Starbucks employee. You can't just write something on yourself. I know the writing, don't worry. Yeah. So Reaper opening here by LucifroN, and just a hatchery, spawn and pool, then gas by Starbuck. So he has the options to be aggressive, which of course LucifroN knows, but on this map, it's very unlikely. Oh, LucifroN. What's he up to? Did he bunker? Spotted though, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen this. The Reaper coming in could cause a couple of problems here, so he's going to have to pull drones. He does not want to let this bunker complete. No, certainly not. The transition between your main and natural is really important to deal with this. And yeah, he's going to deal with it really fine, actually. Yeah. Really good defense. Losing one drone's fine. This is fine. Especially one is sacrifices an SCV as well, right? So. Oh, good save. Okay, one was fine and a good save. Yeah, I like this. Good hold. Zerglings around to push this away. There's a little bit more room on this map, though, to jump in for the most part in the back. But aside from that, he will fend this off. So all is good. And even the bunker goes down as well. So the Reaper's going to rendezvous at the front. Speed goes down. A reactor with the factory as well for LucifroN. Yeah. But now LucifroN, I mean, is going to be... Okay, he's got a little bit of supply bot there. She had to build 2 overlords at once. Yeah, that's annoying. But he may, off the back of this, build a bunch of Zerglings. Still, I mean, this is always a threat. You think? There's an option. I don't know if it was going to be there. I probably don't think it was just saying that there was an option for him to. Well, those drones are on the way. But again, LucifroN's going to be super careful about looking out for, you know, the 30 to 40 drone production. And yeah, he's going to poke in between bases, have a look to see if drones are going down, and just all these things. Maybe come back in the base soon once his Reapers are healed up. See if there's any roach war or anything along those lines. And that command center's finished up with the 3rd one on the way as well. So LucifroN behind this is playing his game. And the Starbuck, hey, he's sneaking out for a 3rd base. A little bit quicker than I was expecting, actually. With the roach run down at the front as well. Yeah, this is defense again. This map's a lot easier for both players to wall, because it is a tighter choke on the natural. I still don't think he can go into a macro game, though. I really don't. After seeing... Starbuck, you don't believe in him. No, like nerds didn't believe in Hiver. That's true. That's true. But even against that innovation game, it's like... he's still from this position without evolution chambers. He may just throw down the Baling Nest from this point. It looks like it is going to be Baling Nest, by the way. Yeah. The later we see the lack of evolution chambers, the more Baling Nest is possible. Zerglings. More and more likely. Yeah, Zergling's still in production. But even that Hiver game, you know, today, I was like...
when the first 2 games where he was doing the cheeses, and then he goes into that innovation game, he was like, "This is you haven't even seen my true form," and then he actually busts out this pretty amazing macro game. So players like Kyver can do that, and as can Starbuck. His macro game can come along. Ooh. I just don't think it's strong enough against LucifroN.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see if he can do it, because right now my blood was boiling past the point. I'm like, oh my god, we're bailing. It's okay, double evolution chamber.
Yeah.
And it was starting to get a little bit stressful there. So he has gotten the double evolution chamber down. I don't know, maybe in his own mind he was thinking about doing an all-in there, but then decided to fall back on these upgrades.
Zergling's getting a good toasting in the middle of the map, whilst some Zerglings have actually moved around to the right-hand side so they can go for a counter.
I wonder how smart this can be if he was to charge at the Hellions and Reapers.
With the Roaches?
And keep marching past them, like, I don't care. That could actually be really good. Oh my god, he's out of position here with no creep.
You mean for like a big mind game? Just to say, like, oh look, I am doing this again, hoo hoo hoo, and then he tries to pull back?
It's not going to work though. The Roaches are in too defensive a spot. Missing an upgrade from the Evolution Chamber here, +1 carapace.
The Zergling's trying to slip by here, but there's no room for them to do so.
Yeah, this is 100% not an all-in from LucifroN's mind. He knows. That's fine. +1 carapace to start a little bit later on, but so far so good from both players. Just LucifroN set up with a normal build, 3 CCs, extra barracks, double engineering bay, over to the starport now for his medevacs. Just super normal, and as you can see from starport, normal play. Oh ho ho, that is what I think it is. Yeah, scan for the layer, checking if there was an all-in or not.
Yeah, but now, I mean, we get into the treacherous waters of Starbuck trying to macro against LucifroN. How well is this really going to play out? I don't want to be a doubter, but it's going to be so difficult for him. LucifroN's macro game is really strong. Starbuck, I feel he has to play super greedy for a while.
Or super well. Like, super well. He's got to have faith in his own game, though, right? If you want to be the best, you got to have faith.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can't doubt yourself and be like, I can't play macro. I've got to do something all in. He's got to have faith, and so far he's lining up to have that faith.
Certainly is.
4th base coming in, super normal. Everything's very normal from Starbuck, very normal game. But like you said, I mean, if he was to be able to beat LucifroN in the type of game that this is shaping out to be, then he deserves to go to the round of 30, round of 16. Sorry.
Absolutely, 100%. It would be an amazing step up for Starbuck here to try and get through to this round of 16. The Roaches are moving across the map, but he's just gearing things up with centrifugal hooks, not missing this time, so Starbuck's going to have the tools necessary to deal with his opponent.
Everything just on beat with the song that's playing for him, maybe. Like, everything's just on time. The rhythm's good. The creep spread's not fantastic, but that will start going soon. LucifroN has been denying bits and pieces of it, but here comes the first movement out from the Terran with just 2 medivacs, very normal. Hellions have been retained, so they're going to be here to be an annoyance. But so far, there's good counterattack, but not a lot to deal with the attack at home, but LucifroN's coming back.
And the Zerglings get separated up here by Starbuck, so he's going to kill quite a few of these workers. They've actually pinned themselves in here.
Nice.
And Zerglings at natural as well. This is 10 workers. 10. Whoa.
12.
Really well done with those Zerglings.
Very nice counterattack there. Bought himself time to deal with this push that comes out with 2 medivacs and killed 12 SCVs. Beautiful little counterattack there. Yeah. Now, +2 he always forgets his carapace. +2 carapace is missing right now. For the Zerglings.
Baneling's morphing in to try and deny this assault, and the Zerglings are looking for an opportunity still here, going over to the 3rd, but the bunker has been populated.
Oh, even just a couple more SCVs, 1 or 2 is fine.
Oh, Banelings, they killed off those Hellions nicely.
That was just a misclick by LucifroN, feeling the pressure here, getting counterattacked all the time, throws his Hellions up a ramp, he doesn't know what's up there.
How well is he going to deal with these Marines now moving over into the 4th base? They're going to get an extractor, but that's about it just for now. He has to be clean.
If he can target the Banelings, that's the pro move, but he couldn't.
No, has to pick up for retreat out to the reinforcements over also coming along. These Zerglings burrowed.
Oh, 1 mine. Yeah, still floating around.
Baneling does get targeted down there by LucifroN. Very well done, but that's a big flood of Zerglings, as well as the Banelings pushing this away in the middle of the map. Supply is pretty even. And there is that Widow Mine still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't really get the connection that it wants fully. The Zerglings and Banelings continuing on with this pressure.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be too overeager. He's got his macro hatch coming in, which was missing from a previous game, and he's hitting his lava injects all over the place. +2 carapace, though, still missing. Big problem in his game.
Nice focus fire, killing off Banelings again. The Zergling's still around, but he's just waiting for that bunker to come. That bunker's never going to be unpopulated, though, so the Zerglings can't do too much just yet.
I mean, he could just sacrifice their lives and try to pick up a couple of SCVs here and there. 5th base coming in here for Starbuck, but things going really well for him. He's squeezing in the infestation pit now, so Looks like he's trying to get his way up to Hive to try to get towards the Ultralisks here, but LucifroN, like any other good Terran player, is going to be powering through, but LucifroN is making mistakes.
I mean, that's one
He's too slow. He's supply bugged a little bit. He hasn't got the best units out where he should be.
Ooh, trying to kill off a missile turret here and will do. Meanwhile, there is that push over to the 4th. The one big factor on this map is the fact that the 5th base is very, very difficult to defend if your opponent spots it. So that's going to be something that's playing on his mind. But it's not been spotted just yet. Zerglings flood on in. The Widow Mines are not burrowed there. 2 of them could have got a few connections. But
good position here for LucifroN, and Starbuck's going to have to deal with this whether he likes it or not. Does not have that +2 carapace, which if it completed right now would be great to deal with this.
Certainly so. Those Marines try and pull away a lot of those Zerglings and Banelings at the front there. Do connect to the bottom with some of those, and there are still a lot of Banelings left. Not that many Marines.
16 Marines. Only 16 Marines. There's an Overseer in there as well. Going to start picking down these Widow Mines. So this is a great little hold here from Starbuck, but it's only going to continue on, remember.
And the Zerglings flood in and do push that away.
He's lost a lot of Mutalisk, though. That's not the best Mutalisk micro.
Ooh, and there's 2 Widow Mines there for the retreat. If he actually goes out that direction, he has to be very, very careful here.
Yeah, I can't believe he's trying to squeeze in the Infestation Pit. That's never going to happen. That's why we don't see the Infestation Pit so often.
Yeah,
he needs all his gas for Banelings here to keep on holding, and he needs to be very good with his Mutalisk control, because that's the most cost-efficient unit he has.
Ooh, 2 Widow Mines get some really nice connections there, killing off a lot. Those Mutalisks will fly on back here to try and help this out, but the Marines are never going to stop coming here for LucifroN. They're just constantly plowing across the map.
Yeah, but +2 carapace and +2 attack for the air is about to finish, or +2 carapace for the ground is about to finish. 7 drones coming in here. That's don't really need 7 drones, actually. If it's for gases on a 5th base, maybe, but still, you don't really need 12 drones. Oh my god, he's drawn up really high. Maybe some spine crawlers come in. That's something we are seeing a bit more recent in Zerg players.
Oh yeah, at the 4th base.
He's got a lot of drones right now. He doesn't need that many drones. He needs a lot more units.
86 against 70 workers. The Mutalisks try and fly forwards to catch one of the Widow Mines, but don't in the end. 3-3 does start up. Whoa, he actually killed off quite a few of those Widow Mines there with those Banelings.
Yeah, that was not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not the best attack here.
Needs a separation.
Oh, actually, he got some hits.
Yeah, it did get a few hits with those. Army supplies a 65 to 71. So Starbuck's going to continue to try and hold on against this as the drop begins over on the left-hand side for LucifroN.
Yeah, LucifroN seems to be dropping the 3rd base, I think, but there's a spine and 2 spores there. He doesn't know about that 5th base. He may find the creep.
He certainly may do. He sees a few Zerglings maybe coming from that direction. He has to know.
He should know by now.
And even the drones transferring over there. Hello.
Yep.
Well, Mutalisk is going to fly on forwards and catch off a lot of those Marines that weren't necessarily together with a lot of them. So there was some good pickoffs. Not so much with the Banelings. Whoa, has to be careful of those Widow Mines.
Pretty equal. Both players, not the best micro on either side. They are losing a lot. Both of them keep on losing a lot.
Yeah, these Marines killing off this 5th.
Yeah, that's going to get picked off here. The Mutalisks have gone crazy. They've gone on the other side of the map. They're actually going to try and get to this 3rd base of LucifroN.
As I said, though, at the beginning... Oh, actually, there's no missile throw there. The Zerglings kill it off.
If he can kill a lot of SCVs and still defend at home with nothing but Banelings, this may be a game-winning move, or at least a game advantage move.
It's a gamble, but it could pay off.
Yeah, LucifroN has to come back to defense. Surely he can't just attack, so... And look at how many SCVs are going down.
Oh, so many of those Widow Mines just walked over 2 Banelings. If they'd have blown up, that would have been massive. But now he's pulling his opponent back. And this gives Starbuck a lot of room back at home.
Engineering base. They got 3-3, but they're probably not going to get killed. That's just a luxury.
Free medevacs. He got one of them.
Oh, he's trying to get pinned in. Mine's trying to get in position.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get caught there. It was a nice attempt for LucifroN.
An Overlord stopping the 4th base of LucifroN 2, so nice play from Starbuck, trying to get a new 5th, but LucifroN is going to drop around to the 3rd.
Oh, I have to take back what I said. Starbuck's playing a really, really nice macro game here, gotta say.
But 3-3 is about to complete, and he's got the Infestation Pit, unless he cancelled it. I'm pretty sure he's still got it.
Come off the Hive.
But he actually needs to start thinking about moving tech a little bit now, because playing against 3-3 is just not going to be cost efficient. They've been training like 50-50, I'd say, for the majority of this game, but now it's going to go in favor of LucifroN. So he needs to either do a lot of damage to the economy again, which he's done quite a good job of.
These 3 Widow Mines in this mineral line. Ooh, he saw those. Yeah, just at the very edge. Has to be careful about those Marines. There's these 2 Widow Mines.
He's gonna bait. He's gonna bait. He's baited. He's baited.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice play by Starbuck. Great bait there.
Fantastic connection, and that actually gives him an army supply lead, 117 to 100. Those were so patient, those Banelings, constantly. They've been there for about 10 minutes.
Those 3 Widow Mines are going to help out a little bit at the north there against those Banelings getting morphed in to try and get to the economy line. Oh, he's trying to kill the planetary. Oh god, this is a big move. Okay, so he's saying, all right, I'm not going to tech up for now. Well, as I say that, he sells the high, but he's trying to get both bases. North. Mines, but he's going to get the planetary. He's going to try and get the planetary. If he can kill the planetary.
He sees the Zerglings. He sees that those Widow Mines
needs
are
to lift up. He needs to cancel and lift. Oh, good cancel. Good lift.
Very, very good indeed. Those Banelings would have actually ripped that apart. And now still pushing forwards, though. Starbuck has a very, very good army. But look at the spread of LucifroN. He's not going to be broken there anytime soon.
Yeah, and Mulis going to dance around here. Didn't lose too much, but likewise on the other side of the map, LucifroN is dropping this 5th base.
Oh, it's going to die. It's going to die. There's no units to reinforce that. The Zerglings and Mutalists trying to fly back. Oh.
Yeah, Starbuck needs to mine from this bottom left one now. That's unless he could get it, but still, the bottom left one's probably the better one here.
He'll clean this up. No, it's going to die. It's going to die. Oh, well, he does end up dying. So that's a nice pickup there for LucifroN. But still, Starbuck, 199 supply to 154.
And the hive's about to complete, so he's actually going to be able to get to 3-3 soon.
Nice.
And he can get to the Ultras Cavern eventually. Needs a mine from the bottom left base to help out. All right, LucifroN scans, see if there's any borrowed...
Oh, so many Widow Mines. So many Widow Mines.
Oh,
if he sets himself up well, that would be good.
A counter-attack again.
Zerglings up to the top. He did kill those Widow Mines that were holding strong there.
Heads-up fight. LucifroN has more army. Even though he's down in supply, he's got a better army. It's going to come down to the connections, and Banelings get morphed in. 3-3s on the way, so obviously the game that goes on will get better and better for Starbuck, but... Mines, and I mean, Banelings going towards the 3rd of LucifroN. But there's not much Banelings to defend at home. There's hardly any. There's none. There's like 5.
Yeah, drops the scan. The Banelings. Oh, Banelings for the connection up to the north here and trying to do what he can, trying to weaken him a little bit, but at the same time does clean up in the middle. But still, LucifroN sat outside of this creep with a very, very strong army.
Trying to get to Ultras, man. If he can get there, sure, he's in great position. But can he even get there? LucifroN is going to come in for a very strong attack. He's picking off a lot of units, though, Starbuck, in the center.
He is. Actually, there's not that many Marines here to keep pushing on forwards. 41 are out on the map, but not all of them are here.
There's enough Banelings.
Yeah, he's going to hold this.
If he gets gases on that bottom left base, I keep saying it, but he obviously playing at a very high level right now, or very fast level, should I say. Very fast and speedy game. He's 1 map away from moving into the round 16. The Ultras Cavern's about to complete. He can actually start building Ultras now. He's got the upgrades.
He's going to hold this. He is going to hold this assault, and then he's going to get up to his desired tech. And LucifroN, he doesn't know about this. He's only making Marines. Where is his Marauder transition?
He simply doesn't have any great detonations with the mines on the Zerglings, but the Zerglings hit the Marines. It was so good. Another great attack from Starbuck.
Banelings left-hand side, there's a drop. He's going to move in through the middle, kill off a lot of these Widow Mines. Meanwhile, Zerglings up to the north as well, killing off a lot of the infrastructure here, well, the economy, but at the same time, he loses that base. So the incomes are being limited for one another. There's 4 Ultras.
5 Ultras. That's actually going to be almost the nail in the coffin. He survived until Ultra Tech.
Oh my god.
He survived until Ultra Tech.
But Apollo, is this going to happen? Oh, we have to be careful about this. But is this going to happen? I can't even get my words out. I'm shocked. Is this going to happen?
He's also defending against the drop down the bottom with Lings that are there. He's been counterattacking great in this game. He's killed 46 SCVs.
What a game.
The Ultralisk about to come out, and LucifroN's going to spot it in a second. He's got a Medivac in the middle of the map, which actually sees the Ultralisk.
Where's the
And now he's like, oh my god.
Uh-oh.
No.
This could be it. Starbuck could advance on here. LucifroN's killing drone after drone, but at the same time, there's still 63 drones out for Starbuck, so he doesn't need to have all of them. In fact, Starbuck losing some of these drones, it's going to make his army that much more stronger when he maxes out.
All right, well, this drop will get picked off here. LucifroN needs to start building some Marauders, man. He's got a couple of tech labs available. I see three tech labs.
Starbuck's moving into the middle of the map.
He's getting ready to go. His upgrades are almost done. 3-3 is done. He might want to wait for his plating for the Ultralisks.
He doesn't have that many Banelings. He's morphing in 10 more, so he's going to have around 20 here very soon.
He's getting ready to go.
Those Widow Mines,
getting ready to go.
They need great connections here from LucifroN.
Oh my god, LucifroN. We're about to see Starbuck come in for one final attack. He's got to his plate. I mean, not to the plating, but it's almost done.
More Banelings. These Widow Mines, they need the connections. They absolutely need the connections. The Zerglings move forward.
Oh, Ultras don't want to go in by themselves. Just wait for the Banelings to Ziggs. Oh my god!
No.
Guzzlestein!
Oh. Out.
Guzzlestein. Right.
All right. Go back.
He's gone. Okay, this is it.
Starbuck.
The plating is seconds away. 10 seconds.
He's just trying to actually negate these Widow Mines by just... Two of them have already been used up at the top, and now he's just going to go elsewhere. The Widow Mines are not going to be set up in time.
All right, can LucifroN hold on? He's got Marauders now, man. He's got Marauders. Maybe LucifroN can hold on. There's some borrowed mines that have been spotted. The Ultras are by themselves.
Oh,
they're by themselves.
Isolated. They're so isolated. Those Banelings need to really help these out so well. But at the same time, LucifroN is going to control this really well himself. He's almost killed off a single Ultralisk without doing any damage.
Yeah, he's got to be very, very careful here. Banelings are chasing down these Marines. The planet, the command center, sorry, at the north has been destroyed. There's borrowed Banelings right behind the Ultralisks.
So important.
No.
He drops the scan.
LucifroN.
He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He denies this base. It's had to go elsewhere.
All right, well, Starbuck is mining on the right-hand side now. LucifroN's going to drop the bottom left because he knows that's probably a base. Oh, he's dropping both bases.
Yeah.
Really good under pressure from LucifroN there.
Very much so. But again, he needs units to complement these Ultras. Starbuck, I think he got a little bit overzealous with his movement out in the end because he just didn't have anything to deal with that. And the Fungals are there for Infestors. He only has 2 Infestors, though. Oh, he's losing. He's crumbling a little bit.
LucifroN needs to mine from another base. He's going to go mine from the top right again because he lost that orbital. So right now, Starbuck's taking a back seat because he has got a mining base in the middle of the map. And that's definitely a place where LucifroN's probably going to attack next. Just directly east from here and just set up mines along that location. He scans in front of his army just to make sure there's nothing there.
But LucifroN now, with the Marauder count that he has, 14.
Yeah, that's...
The Ultras are just not going to do anything.
The Ultras can't really hold the Marauders in place. There's only 2 Infestors. He's trying to get 3 more. Banelings are trying to get morphed in, but LucifroN's moving east.
Oh, he's going to lose a lot to this.
Lings.
He's going to lose a lot of those Lings. He's trying to move in to kill off a lot of this, but at the same time, he just doesn't have the army. LucifroN is microing back at the same
3
time.
Ultras.
Oh, they are still alive. Those Mutalisks also providing a lot of firepower here as well. Starbuck actually plows through this army. The Fungals lock down some of these medevacs as well. He's going to lose those.
The reinforcements, Banelings coming in. They're rolling.
Oh, Starbuck. Starbuck could have done it. 81 army supply to 50.
Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to get into the planetary here.
Oh, wow. Banelings moving forward.
He's going to get the planetary.
Oh, he gets all of the workers. He's shut down a lot of the income here for LucifroN. The Ultralisks have died, but LucifroN, he's lost his income. He has lost it.
Well, Starbuck lost a lot there. GG. Starbuck, LucifroN and Grubby are out. Genius and Starbuck are through.
Oh, my God. What a game to end the night. Upset after upset, and that happened. That happened.
Well done, Starbuck.
Well done.
Well done, Starbuck. Really good game from him. Really good day from him. 2-0 versus Grubby, 2-1 over LucifroN.
I can't believe this.
The hit squad is still intact.
Nesty's on it, man. Nesty is contracted everyone.
Down. As Nesty sits in his white suit from his wedding with a glass of brandy right now. He's like, another one is gone.
He's just chuckling away.
My allegiance for BlizzCon is about to rule. The top 16 will all be Koreans. Only Scarlet is left.
Oh my God.
And Starbuck takes out LucifroN. Wow, this season is absolutely insane.
I was saying that we might not have like the top 8 there, but we might not even have the majority of the top 16 there. Never mind anything else. They're just dying off left, right. This is
absolutely insane. Congratulations, Starbuck. Unfortunately, from LucifroN, well, he's gone down. He got round of 8 in Season 1, round of 16 in Season 2, and round of 32 in Season 3. He's gone backwards with results here in the WCS this year, and unfortunately, simply won't make it to BlizzCon unless somehow he turns up and wins Bucharest. I don't even think he's planning to go to. I'm not even sure if he's on the playlist. So, Starbuck goes through with Genius, and they will play live in the Cologne studios here in just a couple of weeks' time.
And that means our games are done for today, but I believe we are going to get an interview with Starbuck, which should be interesting. So I've been told by our admin, Sean, Mr. WCS Commish, that we will have an interview with him. So
see what he's like with his Slovenian accent.
Yeah.
I don't really know what a Slovenian accent is.
Is Beastie Cutie from there? So yeah, I think so. So whatever Beastie Cutie sounds like. Quite Russian.
Russian. Eastern.
All right, so guys, we're going to go to a commercial break, and then when we're back, we should be having an interview with the man himself, Mr. Starbuck.
Get pure precision with a true 8200 DPI Pro Aim laser sensor. Get pure speed with a 32-bit Turbo Core V2 processor. Get pure command power with the Easy Shift button duplicator. Get pure atmosphere with a 16.8 million color lighting system. Rocket Cone Pure.
right, guys, welcome back to the World Championship Series European Premier League Season 3. We are on the line with the victor advancing through in second place. I remember this guy from the very beginning, humble beginnings, as we have Starbuck. Starbuck, I have to ask from the very beginning, how are you feeling?
First of all, hello everyone that's watching. I'm feeling so amazing. I can't explain. Like, I'm shaking right now. I can't believe I won. It was such an amazing game. I just feel fantastic. I can't believe I won.
I mean, let's look at it a little bit realistic. So first of all, congratulations. Coming into this group, did you ever foresee yourself moving through? Because obviously it's a very difficult group for you. Did you set expectations to come through this group, or were you just entering it to give it your best shot?
Yeah, I set my goal to try to at least win one match in this group, but I wasn't expecting to come through this group because, in my opinion, it's like really hard. And like I felt confident versus Protoss because PvZ is my favorite MO. So,
Yeah.
but when I played first game versus LucifroN, I was really nervous because I'm really bad versus Terran. I have under 50% win ratio versus Terran. So, and I was very nervous. So, first match versus LucifroN, it was just a disaster. Then I got Grubby, his Protoss, so I really feel confident. I got my mindset back, and I just focused on the game and took the series.
And then against LucifroN, the final game, just pulled out. I mean, I actually only just read your message. You messaged me saying, and I'll quote it for the viewers at home, I totally freezed first game versus LucifroN.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, the comeback is coming. I didn't actually read it until just now. So how did you correct your mindset from, did it really help you to beat Grubby 2-0? Did that help you improve your mindset ready to go up against LucifroN again?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. When I won, I got more confidence. I thought I could beat LucifroN in a macro game. That just happened in the third game.
All right, well, now moving on to the round of 16. Have you played much offline at all?
No, I hadn't have much time because I have high school and I have to study a lot. But this WCS online tournament is really good for people like me who are unknown and are very good, so they can prove themselves, I think.
Absolutely, and you definitely did that today. I've been monitoring a bit of the forums and Twitter. They've actually been loving your playstyle today, so I'm pretty sure you picked up a lot of new fans today. And while we're on that period, you have Twitter, right?
Yeah, and Facebook.
What are those, if you want to say them?
What? Sorry,
what's your Twitter and what's your Facebook?
Or Starbuck SC2.
Starbuck SC2?
Both, yeah.
On
the
both.
Twitter is them, yeah.
Okay, excellent. So there you are, guys at home. If you want to, follow his progress, Starbuck SC2. But before we, close this up, I mean, do you want to say something else? I got to.
No, I'm good. You go.
So, I mean, obviously you're very new to the StarCraft 2 scene when it comes to playing in something like the WCS. Like you said, you've never been to an offline event. You're 16. You're still in school. Just describe your StarCraft or your gaming career in general. So where did it start? How did it come from? How did you get into StarCraft 2? How are you here right now? How are you in the round of 16 of WCS?
Well, before StarCraft, I played Warcraft 3 for fun, and this is where I got experience for the strategy game. Then when StarCraft 2 came out, I just bought the game and I played mostly for fun. Like, I played Protoss and then switched to Zerg. Then I got I improved so fast, and in 2013 I started to play a lot of online cups and I started to come really far. And last 2 months I dominated in online cups and now the WCS. So that's a short story of my StarCraft career.
That's awesome to hear. I mean, again, it's the WCS. It really feels as if this is kind of what it's for, players like yourself who come through the ranks. So I imagine you have been enjoying the WCS quite a bit.
Yeah, very.
So are you looking forward to coming to Germany? You're going to have to take some time off school, man, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Taking time off school, of course, not coming to Germany.
Yeah, both.
All right, well, you've got a lot of hard work coming your way. Of course, we'll find out the round of 16 drawings next week, and then you can prepare yourself to hopefully bring the performance that you brought in the later stages of today to the studios in the round of 16.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say I will prepare some special tactics for the round of 16, so
We like
you better
that.
tune in.
Better tune in, guys. You heard it from the man himself. Any last words before we cut you off?
Thank you to all my fans and support, and I want to say hi to my friends who are at Barcraft in Slovenia, who are watching this right now. So thanks everyone for the support, and I hope you enjoyed my gameplay, and I will try to improve and play better next time.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank you very much, Starbuck. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Starbuck. What a chirpy little fellow he is. He's quite the character.
Yeah, I just looked on his Twitter, and he had 50 followers.
Oh.
And that was after we mentioned it, so I don't even know what he had before that. Like 25, so I'm being told. 25 followers on Twitter.
Go and follow him, guys. Let's see how high we can get that.
So only 25 followers on Twitter. So that's again at Starbuck SC2. And yeah, so congratulations to him. Moving on. And it almost feels like he takes away a bit of the light away from Genius.
Yeah, kind
Who
of.
moved in first place in this group. He was just a second place finisher, but, you know, beating Grubby 2-0 and then LucifroN 2-1. Genius won BlizzCon in 2010. Genius was a GSL finalist. Starbuck has 25 followers on Twitter.
There's a bit of a difference.
Starbuck is 16 years old and has never been to an offline event before. So big difference in there. And hopefully, you know, he can steal the spotlight for today and maybe carry that through to the round 16.
What a day of games we have had. That final game, what a way to end off the day with Starbuck advancing through. It's commiserations to Grubby and LucifroN, our fan favorites. But here in the WCS, this hard work for these players coming up is paying off. And people like Starbuck, they're the next breed. They are the next breed moving through onto those next rounds in here, the WCS.
That's right. We'll see if he can continue to bring that performances in the round of 16, but that's not for a while now, as of course we have more and more group days to come. We have another group coming in tomorrow, which is Group E, and I'm quite looking forward to this one. It should be a good one. It's got the likes of Hazuobs, Titan, also wrong group, Wellmu, Slivko, Forzane, and Blink coming in tomorrow. So that should be a good series. And then the group that I just described, which is Hazuobs, Titan, Nurcho, and Shuttle, coming in the day after. So 3 days again this week. This is day 1, day 2 tomorrow, day 3 the day after. All again 6 p.m. local time.
And this would be normally where I would send you off to WCS America. However, it's not on tonight. The next WCS broadcast will be Korea tomorrow morning, so make sure to tune into that, guys. But for now, here at WCS Europe, we are done. We shall see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. local time.